Hey guys, welcome back to Riffs and Gigs. It has been a short little while, completely unintended, but we're back, which is good. And today I'm with the wonderful Skull Maiden. Hello,
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I
how are we all doing?
Pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
lovely sunny evening in all over Hampshire. Looks like Greg's being blinded by the
yeah.
light.
My blinds are doing nothing, sadly.
Yeah.
Nice and sunny where I am as well.
We're very happy to be here. We're very excited.
Very.
And obviously, on the day of recording, you've released your latest single.
Yeah, so today, the 5th of August, we've just released our third single ever, which is Killer Chipmunk, which is the third and final single ahead of our debut EP, which will be coming out later this year. And yeah, today we've released a single with a music video. It's completely mad. And yeah, we're very excited to talk about that.
So yeah, I mean the video is brilliant. I've got lots of questions about the video, but we'll come on to those. We'll come on to those in a bit, but kind of looking back a little bit then, obviously for anyone that doesn't know you guys or hasn't heard you guys yet, how would you describe yourselves?
Should I? I'll do
Yeah,
that.
go for it. Yeah.
So we like to call ourselves heavy power metal. So we take sort of a power metal foundation. We strip away. Personally, we don't use any sort of synths or backing tracks, and we take this kind of power metal recipe, fun, poppy, quite accessible metal sound, and then we add elements of extreme metal into it, and maybe a tinge of sort of more modern metalcore, and create something we like to call heavy power metal because it's a very raw, very metal sound, but in a very presentable and accessible package.
Have you got any kind of bands that you'd be like, we're kind of like this, or has anyone come up to you and said you kind of sound like X or Y or
Definitely, Georgie.
I can definitely take this. We literally had this conversation about 2 days ago. I think a really big one actually is probably Grand Magus. I think they are fantastical enough while also being very down to earth in their playing. So having the guitars and not much else. There are little elements, but it is guitar driven by the end of it, which I think is really really good. So I think that's quite a good band that we're quite
And
related to.
a lot of US power metal as well. We really like. I think a band that really aligns with our sound is 3 Inches of Blood as well. They kind of do that thing really well where they blend more modern extreme styles into sort of this US power metal recipe. And it sort of, yeah, that aligns well with what we do. We also have a lot of, you'll hear it in a lot of the stuff that's coming out soon. We have a lot of thrash influence as well in this sort of power metal recipe. Greg, I don't know if you want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm the resident thrash gatekeeper boomer. These guys get so bored when I talk about like, oh, dude, this down picking is just like Metallica, or oh, dude, this riff is so Dave Mustaine. Like these guys can't take it, but I force it on them, and it comes out. In what we hear in Skull Maiden is it's a fusion of, yeah, like US power metal, kind of that fantasy side, but we also have a lot of songs such as Until I Sleep, which are really kind of darker, more realistic, emotional, more like thrash death metal themes, which we play into.
Definitely.
you've oh,
No, carry on.
oh,
Sorry.
you've talked kind of about US power metal. Is there a distinct kind of difference or
I think definitely you can kind of see it in the style. The themes are often similar, but Euro style power metal is very fantastical. You'd almost call it symphonic sometimes. There's often a keys player, and it's very. I don't like to use the adjective because it can sometimes sound derogatory, but the word cheesy in a really positive
Hmm.
way. It's very cheesy. It's very out there. We definitely lean into a little bit of that, but we just by the nature of us not having a keys player or implementing any backing tracks, we tend to sort of sonically fall down on very guitar focused, riff driven songs. So in the songs we have out at the moment, you can definitely hear that. So for example, our debut single "Until I Sleep" A very serious kind of dark sounding song. Loads of power metal tropes, loads of gallops, big chords in the chorus, but the absence of these synths or symphonic elements really kind of leans us into this US power metal side. If you listen to a band like Metal Church, you can kind of get a feeling into what that kind of sounds like, and we have elements of that, but I wouldn't firmly put us in either camp.
And I guess kind of going back to the thrash riffs, if you think about kind of the thrash is fast, power metal is also fast. There is a lot of similarities there to begin with anyway.
They complement each other, and also some more modern elements as well. Tom, I don't know if you want to talk about your drumming and things, because you've had a lot of influence on our songs as well, especially the stuff that's coming out later this year, and it'd be cool to talk about that.
Yeah, so I'm resident thrash victim and metalcore fan of the band. Yeah, so I do all the drum parts, and like they kind of, when I joined, they said, oh, we've got the song Killer Chipmunk, what do you want to do? I was like, well, this is fast as balls, and I've just been listening to like a metric ton of Dragon Force recently, and then also all of the metalcore stuff. So I was like, okay, how about I just go balls to the walls with this drum beat and see what they say? And I sent it to them, and they were like, oh my god, yes. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, to Adam's point, thrash and stuff, thrash and power metal very similar. You've just got that and then flip, rapid double bass, and then like maybe slower hands, stuff like that. Yeah, good fun.
I like obviously the mention of Dragon Force, because I think they're a band that I know I definitely forget that they are technically power metal. But it like you said, it's kind of that keyboards, the synthesizer sounds. It's whether that is there or isn't.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
it's a style. It's an attitude, right? It's definitely that fun, happy feeling. It's an emotional
which you've definitely captured just by the Killer Chipmunks music video.
Oh, definitely.
Which obviously coming onto the track Killer Chipmunks, I've got to ask kind of how did that idea come about?
So in this very house, this was in fact it's a song that predates the band in a way, in its earliest form. Like a lot of this EP that we're building towards, this first batch of songs, a lot of this stuff is ideas that we've brought to the band individually or as little subgroups of the band. And so this song in this very house, Georgie and I together were working on a song idea. We were just playing around, you're really jamming, just having fun, recreationally, and we came up with this really silly idea of this big chorus, really big chorus, big open strummed chords, like a almost AC/DC style chorus. It wasn't intending to go anywhere. And we have an inside joke where Georgie's favorite animal is the chipmunk. Tiny, adorable rodent, really just so cute. And we decided to, I don't know, the line "Killer Chipmunk" came out, and we kind of ran with it. We like to lean into the absurd a little bit as far as our sense of humor is concerned, and we sort of ran with it. We developed this idea, came up with that main guitar riff in the verse, and it just kind of threw itself together. And then throw in the gallops in the bridge, and you build yourself a really cheesy sounding sort of heavy metal, power metal with a bit of thrash kind of blended in, and then together we developed it into a full song. But it definitely originated as a very silly idea. It's a spur of the moment thing.
I was going to say, I'm glad you mentioned the gallops in that sort of bridge section, because I think on my first listen I was like, okay, cool, this is pretty cool, proper kind of Iron Maiden traditional metal-esque, which is absolutely my thing. So that was quite enjoyable.
Definitely. Greg does a really cool lead guitar part in that part as well, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of where the thrash comes in. You think like, especially bands like Megadeth, they have the lead guitarist doing all these lead parts like under the vocals in the song, but it's you know, I try and approach it kind of tastefully. Like I don't want to be overwhelming everything with the lead parts. It's melodic lead parts, it's not just shred, you know, not super fast like tremolo picking and stuff like that. So my lead part in the gallops bit is like a call and response almost with Georgie's singing part, and it lays it under that, obviously setting up for the big solo.
Definitely.
Yeah, and again, I think it works really well with the gallop, and you've got that perfect kind of straddle of, is it thrash, is it power, whatever it is, it's good.
We have a question for you. Is
Go
it
on.
fun? Is it fun?
Pardon, say that again.
Is it fun? Is the song fun?
The song is fun.
Good. Okay. That's what we were chasing.
It's when you were like, we've got this song coming out, it's called Killer Chipmunk, and I was like, okay, I'm sold on I'm sold on the name, but it's the sort of name that is really hard to tell what sort of song you're gonna get.
Yeah. Like, who the heck have I agreed to speak to?
and as soon as it started, I was like, okay, cool, I like this.
Nice.
Thank you.
You know, it's like some of the more sillier Hailstorm song names, or Glory
Definitely.
Hammer, or just some bizarre. And then the video is brilliant as well. You know, it's
Can
again,
we talk about the video a bit?
we can, yeah, absolutely.
So we had for this initial run of songs, we've done 3 music videos, all with a wonderful videographer called James. And this particular video was fun because we filmed it in Tom's garden at his parents' house. And Tom, did you want to talk about that a little bit, how that went?
I mean, yeah, it was pretty mental. So we had you know, the band had turned up and we'd moved my whole drum kit, which you see in the video, you know, big drum kit, out into the garden on a mat with 2 like PA speakers, were they? I think, yeah, 2
They
PA
were
speakers.
massive front of house PA speakers we borrowed off a friend.
So in this garden, starting from about 11, we were just blasting the same song over and over again in animal onesies, hitting instruments at full power.
With live acoustic drums.
with yeah, we got a couple of noise complaints, but thank God it's only going to happen once.
Well, that's what you think.
Yeah.
Only a couple, not too bad.
Yeah, only 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, possibly 6.
did you get more in writing later?
No, they were. I think they'd made their point clear.
Did the complaints extend at all to why these people dressed as animals, or was
we had a lady? We had a lady. I must be one of your neighbors, Tom. We had a lady walk around, and she walked around the side of the house into the back garden and approached me as I think you were being filmed, Tom, for one of your takes. And this lady said, "What are you doing? What are you doing? It's ridiculous. It's 4 hours now. You know what are you doing?" And she was just so bewildered because she'd walked into a back garden and seen 4 fully grown adults dressed in animal onesies blasting the same song with ridiculous high-pitched backing vocals. No offense, Georgie.
That's fine.
Yeah, she just, her jaw hit the floor. She didn't really know. She was really angry, but she didn't know how to direct that. And we should stress, we did check with the neighbors beforehand if it was okay, but maybe not everyone.
Noise travels a bit further than anticipated, but we did get some compliments. They were like, "Oh, that drumming was really good." So, you know.
Well, it's like on the video, in one of the comments on the YouTube video, it's just like, that drum kit's lovely.
Oh, that's me.
That might be him.
That's me.
But yes, it is.
It is.
It's lovely. I agree.
But I feel like if you're not getting people coming up to you and going, "What are you doing?" You know, you're not really doing it right.
We did have fun. We went to the woods as well, and we filmed obviously the story parts in the woods near our houses, and yeah, we had lots of confused looking dog walkers. Actually, you know, people just seeing us running around in the woods, screaming, being chased by a man with a camera, and just bewilderment was the word. Really, it was good fun. But the thing is, it let us achieve a music video on basically no budget, to be honest, and but not in a compromising way. I think it achieved the feel of the song, the theme really well. We really wanted to sell that cheesy, cartoony, hyper violent, but in a really friendly, cute way. And
Tom
I
and
think we
Jerry.
achieved it. Yes, Tom and Jerry, exactly.
It's like I also loved the touch of, oh no, they've been stabbed. Let's just chuck some red t-shirts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was that your idea, Greg?
It was my idea, yeah. So yeah, I think it was literally the night before or something. I said, well, we obviously, we don't really want to do fake blood, and it's like, that's just messy, and also we didn't want to potentially litter or anything. So I was like, I've got a bunch of red t-shirts, so just turn them inside out. And it's like, okay, we, just how we're gonna do it. Oh, do we want to attach like a little string and like pull it slowly so it's spooled up? Let's just chuck it on it. That would be so funny. And the last one with me with the chicken outfit with the chest burster, I was like put my hands through, and it's like the sleeves are out of shot, and it's like and then out of nowhere, one of them just chucked it on my face.
That was me.
Not expect.
Yeah, we missed.
No, there
One
were
of us
two
missed.
takes. We were really going for Greg's face in that one for some reason. We didn't like Greg at that point.
Yeah, so it's like they surprised me with the first one, and they're like, we've got to do that again. I'm like, all right, and then it's like, yeah, no, but it really is like our creativity, our where we come from on that. We wanted to do it on a low budget. We want to kind of lean into that. It is very DIY, but it is very pure. It's very basic, very simple. It is literally just, a bunch of young musicians doing a music video. I mean, I thought it was extremely cool.
I mean, when it was the chestbustery one, and I was like, how did they do that? I didn't even think it was sleeves in and genius.
There's a Jackie Chan documentary I used to watch. I love Jackie Chan. I love kung fu movies, and yeah, there was a documentary he did about how he does all the practical effects, and I think that was like one of them. Is like the fake blood, whatever. It's like, what can you do with your clothing and how to make it look like a limb's fallen off or whatever. And I like worship that video as a kid. It's like, this is the time. Use that knowledge.
My time to shine.
Yeah.
Like it is just kind of having some really niche knowledge and going, hang on, now's the time. It's like all the red t-shirts. It's like now we've got them.
I've had a drawer full of red t-shirts for 10 years, and now I know what to do with them.
Yeah.
And also, Georgie, you must have had fun chasing us around all day.
Oh, I had so much fun chasing all of them. Well, I did until I nearly broke my ankle.
You were injured.
There was a badger hole underneath one of the pathways, and I fell in it and fell face first. Thank God no one got that on video.
And the onesie was fine.
The onesie was fine. That was the main thing. Protect the onesie.
I was going to say as well, how did you decide, like, oh, I'll be the chicken, I'll be the other animal, or was it just?
I think we needed a chipmunk, and that had to be Georgie. Personally, my favorite animal is the otter, but this was Greg's shopping, so I think Greg sort of led the charge on finding the best animal onesies.
Yeah, again, we're going for like budget, like go to Amazon, filter by cheapest. All right, what options have we got, guys? Well, if you wanted you could get the high quality otter, which is £50, or you could get the low quality one, which is like 15 quid, and obviously that's what we go for. And I basically like, well, I think it'd be silly if it was like a chicken. It was like, oh, you could be you could be a dog, you could be a cat, but that's a bit morbid, farm animals. We're thinking like farm animals, and then obviously like, oh, and there's an otter as well. But it's like you wouldn't see a killer chipmunk killing a tiger or a leopard or whatever, right? So there were all plenty of those.
you got to be realistic.
There was like no good like cow or sheep or whatever. It was literally like the chicken was like on the cheapest one, and it's like, that one looks fine. We'll go for that one.
And also, just for comedy, seeing you play your guitar solo through the hands of the ones,
yeah.
But you actually played it.
I did. You see in the video, I'm actually like playing the sweeps, the fretting, the lot. And it might not come through in the video, but I was actually like holding a guitar pick like on the outside as well, and like probably playing it. It just looks so weird, like the seeing what my fingers are doing like one-to-one basically with what I'm actually playing, with the studio track, but like smothered in a onesie. It was weird, yeah.
See, obviously playing the drums in the full onesie probably was doable.
Well, they don't make onesies in my size, so so basically, it's kind of rolled up halfway on my sleeves. I'm wearing a pair of tracksuits underneath because the zip at the back ripped. So I'm essentially in like a really baggy kind of I don't know, like almost a dress robe, like one of those towels you can wear that's got leg holes or whatever, and just playing the drums in that. But yeah, when it was zipped up, it wasn't the easiest. But yeah, they don't make them for my size.
They need to for moments like this.
Absolutely, yeah.
We did get XL on that one as well, just saying, we got the biggest size they could and it still wasn't big enough.
We should stress the zip broke immediately. It wasn't like after a while. It went on and a zip's broken, guys.
Yeah. That'll be a talking point among my mates. Love that.
Hey, remember that zip that broke? Way.
Oh yeah, no, they will.
And I guess kind of you've really channeled that sort of fun aspect as well with your previous music videos, because obviously Highways and Seas, you were all pirates.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, we really wanted to. We kind of had a little bit of a strategy. It's sort of in a I don't know, it sort of turned into our content strategy almost. We wanted to make a statement where here's our serious emotional statement of the song as our debut single. Then the second single, how much fun and positive and happy energy can we channel into a cheesy power metal song? Between us, we're all big Ailstorm fans and we're all big, other happy power metal bands are available. But early Ailstorm was like the kind of channeling influence there. We really enjoyed that kind of tone, that texture, and we really set out to achieve that. And so that music video is intentionally super fun, but we carry ourselves with dignity there, unlike in Killer Chipmunk. We put some effort into the costumes, we got all our friends down, and we made a day of it. And in that video, there are still some gags, right? There are some really good gags in there. There's the fight scene in that video. We're all fighting with foam pirate swords. We're really going for it. And we're delivering our lines to camera. And then it cuts to just chaos as we're fighting with foam swords. And in the background, on a park bench at the top of the hill from where we were filming, is this couple just eating lunch, having a picnic, watching us. And during that day, we had an audience because we went to a place called Frensham Pond, which is just a publicly accessible pond or lake. But they have a lovely sandy beach there. So we decided to film there. And so the entire day, there were people just sitting on the bank above the beach watching us. We had a crowd watching us film. But yeah, in that video, we had a strong theme. We wanted to carry ourselves seriously, but deliver the gags that we wanted to deliver and make something fun and shareable. Yeah.
I also want to say there's a habit of throwing things at Greg, because I threw the inflatable monkey at him in the one-off cutaway shot, and that might be my favorite shot of the music video because I got to throw a monkey at Greg.
What can I say? Yeah, I'm huge on that. Like I said, growing up watching like Jackie Chan and Kung Fu movies and stuff, I was like really stoked about the action scenes. And like, it's like in Killer Chipmunk, you see at the end, I like trip over this log and I like do a combat roll and I'm like scrambling away, I'm screaming, and the chest burster thing as well. I loved filming these videos. They were so much fun. Like I hope it conveys in the videos that we're having so much fun, because genuinely it was all laughs. We had such a great time doing the videos. I think that carries its own positivity as well.
And I think that's the thing. I'm glad you mentioned the branch that you tripped over, because I loved that bit. It was just such a nice, obviously so cliched comedy thing, but it was just done brilliantly. And yeah, I think the fun in the video does just extend into the fun listening and watching it. So it's really entertaining from an audience point of view as well.
Thank
really
you.
Nice to hear.
I guess the main question is though, what do you do with all the costumes after you finished filming? Shove them in a wardrobe to use again at some point, or?
We've still, I think, all got them.
Yeah.
I've definitely still got my chipmunk onesie, and I may wear it every occasionally just to go, I'm a chipmunk in a music video.
Yeah, I still wear the otter onesie around the house. I think the the previous videos, we've kept certain key parts of it to, you know, reprise the roles, but we've gotten rid of some of it. It was a lot of plastic stuff and a lot of new things being bought. So some of it got repurposed, some of it got charity shopped. You know, we kind of we weren't throwing anything away, but we had to, we couldn't have 3 videos worth of costumes piled up in a drawer somewhere. So, but we've kept a good amount of everything from every video. But yeah, we've got rid of some.
I don't know how feasible it would be, but I would like to try and do a show in the onesies. I think that would be funny. It would be really hot on my end, and I might be dying, but it would be fun.
I was thinking we could do like an Iron Maiden like costume change in between songs, in between sets, and we roll out the toy drum kit and the toy guitar and the lot. Yeah,
that would be brilliant.
I was just thinking about that today, actually. Yeah, like when we play, you know, big concert, you know, big show, like a 2-hour long whatever. And we'll have set changes in between.
Oh, we could have an interval with an ice cream truck that gets, you know, wheeled out.
Oh my god!
Only if the ice cream is really overpriced. Yes. Really, just, you know, immersion. Go for the full experience. Flavored.
Killer Chipmunk nut flavored ice cream.
Right, I've said it now. If anybody steals the idea, we've said it now.
There you go.
You know, bands do. You know, bands are into their weird merchandise right now. Maybe that could be a thing.
We can't give away any specifics, but there are ideas. There are ideas.
Is one of them Killer Chipmunk nut ice cream?
It wasn't. It now is.
It is now.
So then, obviously, when it comes to the your live shows, when you're not doing them in the animal onesies, have you got a specific kind of visual style that you lean into, or
Georgie?
To be fair, I think our whole thing is fun. And I say this, and I think everybody agrees. We really want people to come and see us and just go, wow, they were really good, and I enjoyed myself. So it's having fun with the audience. It's looking at people. It's having fun. Going back to back and playing guitar. I've seen Adam and Greg practicing that, and all of the smiles, just trying to get people involved, getting them to sing along, because we want SKULLMAIDEN to be synonymous with having fun. I think that is our main thing, is just have fun and enjoy yourself.
Definitely. I think it's like carry yourself professionally from a bit. Let me start again. Professionally from a business point of view, but we want to deliver fun, and wholesome is the word, really. We want to be wholesome. We don't have costumes per se, but we do like to put effort into our stage performance. We rehearse like we're playing live, and we're really, really working hard to improve that. So we just had our first ever show, right? So we can't really say from a history point of view how we've developed in that way, but we are putting resources and effort into getting there, delivering a fun live show, and making ourselves look choreographed without being choreographed, right? We're not into scripting anything, but we have certain things we try to achieve.
I just wanted to add on that quickly. Yeah, I totally what Adam and Georgie said is we are very much ourselves, like on stage. When you see us on stage, that's like a reflection of us. You know, when I'm up on stage and I'm playing, I'm headbanging like all the time, and I'm doing backup. Well, I'm not singing backup vocals, but I'm like, you know, I'm singing the lyrics. You won't hear me, but I'm singing them. A huge influence on me was like Metallica live shows, especially like in the 90s with Jason Newsted, those who know. And he's headbanging like crazy, and I'm like, I want to be like that guy. So when I'm playing, I'm headbanging like nonstop. You know, Adam's smiling. Adam is such a positive, and you know, just his positivity and happiness and his joy just exceeds from himself, right? So when he's playing and he's smiling all the time, you know, we do have parts in the show where we've practiced and we're like, this is going to blow people's minds. In one of our songs live called Utopic Prophet, we in the chorus, me, Adam, and Tom headbang and windmill in unison. So Tom's literally bashing away on the drums, windmilling, and we've had multiple people come to us like drummers, like, how do you do that, man?
It's a good question. How do you do that?
I don't know. I've got a big old neck. Big old tree stump, so.
He's just a god. That's basically it.
Practice. Yeah.
Tom just went, "I'm awesome," mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you do that? I just do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I guess kind of wrapping up shortly. Obviously, you've released 3 singles so far. Obviously, Killer Chipmunk being the latest, but then obviously your next release will be your EP beginning of September. What what kind of tone can we expect for the rest of the EP tracks?
If I start this one off, the rest of the EP tracks are, they're definitely leaning more towards our debut single, Until I Sleep. They're more serious takes. They explore some more serious issues, and the tone is less, not less fun, but less light. You know, they are leaning into that sort of serious statement side of things. Generally, this debut EP is sort of a collection of songs for us to say, this is who we are, this is kind of what we sound like and what we're exploring. And it's that first chapter into our journey. So we thought we'd deliver the serious, the fun, and the totally out there. And then these other 2 tracks that make up a 5-song EP are sort of reinforcing that we are a serious band. You know, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We're not a novelty act. And yeah, lyrically, they cover some quite difficult, quite interesting topics. And then musically, I call them low and slow. They're low and slow, and they're heavy, and they're just, yeah. I mean, Georgie, do you want to talk about the lyrics for a bit, and then we'll all nerd out about the rest of it?
Yeah, so lyrically, especially Until I Sleep, it's quite a heavy song, in the sense of it is about death and about dealing with that, and about dealing with grief and stuff. And my whole thing for any lyrics I write is I want someone to just connect to it, whether it be through laughing, crying, somewhere in the middle, laughing, crying. It's just that thing of, I want people to be able to relate to a feeling that they have, and can go, I really, really enjoy this because it feels like something that's about me or I can relate to.
So the other 2 songs we have coming out, where do they sit and what are they about?
Sorrow and You,
yeah,
Topic Profit.
Okay.
Sorry, my brain.
The band you're in.
It's been a long day at work. My brain doesn't work. So Sorrow is very much, very much again heavier. Feeling like you kind of want a place to belong and things, and feeling like you kind of want something like kind of light in your life, but not being able to see it. So that is a little bit heavier on the more serious side. And then You Topic Profit, again, more serious. It's about trust, and kind of trusting yourself, trusting kind of people, especially people in authority and things, and maybe not feeling like you're being listened to and things. And again, just they're a lot heavier in terms of kind of the way they're written and kind of the themes, but they're still, at the end of the day, they're still something anybody can listen to. And that's what we wanted. We wanted something everybody can listen to, whether they be happy or sad. And I think these songs really, really do, I think they encapsulate, basically, I think they round it off really well. I think they round off the EP really, really well, because they bring it back down to that serious but still caring side.
A powerful message through an accessible song, basically.
That one.
And then there you go. And musically, yeah, they're low and slow. There's a lot of Black Album Metallica in those as well. Definitely, Greg, you have a lot of riffs contributed to those songs that are coming up, and they're brilliant. Greg, I don't know if you want to expand on that a little bit.
Yeah, and before anyone says no, we didn't sell out already with our first EP. We did not write the songs intentionally to be. We all of the songs that we've written are genuinely like come from our influences, and maybe part of like what we were listening to at the time. Definitely around the time we recorded the EP. Laid down the tracks, wrote the songs. I was definitely binging a lot on Metallica, especially like Black Album. Talk about the live videos as well. That period, the 90s. But they're not let's just put it like this. Like, they're not super radio friendly. They deal with hard topics. They are heavy. They are slow. They are headbangy. They are chuggy. But they're not like super over the top metal, which I could show this song to my colleagues and they would listen to it and they would get it. It's not like they would, like they would not get it and turn it off. I mean, I've played Megadeth to my colleagues and they turned it off. Let's just put it like that, right? You know, it was too much for them, too guitar riffy and all that. You know, so these songs, I think, you know, at least for my parts, they're still very tastefully written. It's still very genuine, very pure, very much us. Like, this is our first attempt at writing music, recording it and releasing it. We didn't want to like have that huge scope creep. It's like, I want to make this, like, I want to make the Mona Lisa, right? You know, we wrote these songs actually pretty much like either in Adam's place or in my room, literally with my guitar and my amps here. We sat down and we wrote these songs, we riffed them out, jammed them out together, and it's what came of it. And, you know, put some lyrics to it. And we just felt, you know what, you know, with Georgie's lyrics, you know, with my and Adam's riffs and Tom's drum parts, we think that we've really got something unique that people will enjoy.
And yeah, but absolutely based on those first three songs, I think you've got a really good sound. You've got that really good balance. So I'm quite looking forward to hearing that EP when it drops.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're very excited for it to launch. And
I'm crying again.
Oh no.
Oh.
You'll get to know that I cry a lot.
In a good way.
In a good way, in an emotional, I'm very proud of this way.
We're all very emotional people, and I think that definitely comes through in our songs, especially the two that's coming out. But I mean, Until I Sleep, like when I heard those lyrics for the first time, I was like, my God, you know, some of them really hit home. And, you know, people that have listened to the song come up and saying to us that, you know, really relate to it. Like I said, it is 100% us. Like, we're pouring our hearts out on these songs. It's 100% emotions that we felt, real tangible emotions, experiences that we've had. It's not, that's kind of, I guess, where Adam's saying like heavy power metal as well. Like, a lot of power metal, especially like, you know, Euro power metal, US power metal, can be quite fantastical. We like to delve into that, but also kind of try and stay grounded in reality and tie it back to like, you know, we are real people. We're singing about these fantastical things, but we don't want to take away from like the real stuff, you know, real emotions we feel. We still want to touch on those and talk about them.
And I think that's a good way. If you can kind of deliver them both, kind of the fun side and the slightly more kind of serious topic side simultaneously, I think that also shows especially good songwriting as well.
Yeah. That's the hope, right? We're really hoping for that. And the thing is, we've shown a lot of our hand with these first three singles, but the rest of the EP definitely has something to offer, and stylistically different as well. So we're really excited to share those. And like you say, we're really trying to straddle that line between delivering serious messages and maintaining the fun in things. You know, we don't want to delve too hard into being a band that explores only dark topics and we can't deliver the light. And at the same time, again, we don't want to be a novelty act. We want to be firmly delivering a statement that we are expressing who we are, and hopefully it translates.
We are us, and these are our influences. This is the music we want to hear. You know, we don't want to just be rooted in one thing. We love all of this kind of music, all of these topics, all of these genres, and we love jamming over them. We want to play them, and, you know, no doubt there's a lot of people out here, you know, listening to our stuff that might like some of the fantasy stuff, maybe not so much the other stuff, but they might appreciate it, and vice versa. I've had friends say, I really liked Until I See, not so much a fan of Highways and Seas, a bit too silly for me, and vice versa. I mean, but all my friends like it, so, you know, no bias there, obviously, but yeah.
Great.
I guess just one last thing, obviously cautious of time, kind of, it could be kind of an unreleased track or a track that's already out there, but kind of what are you hoping, which you might have touched on, what are you hoping for kind of fans to take away from any track on the EP, or just you guys as a whole?
Yeah, go for it, Georgie.
I think the greatest thing for them to take away is we're human at the end of the day, and we all feel, we all want to live our lives and enjoy both the happy, the sad. And I think as a band as a whole, crying again, sorry, it's just it's just I really want people to feel accepted, and I really and with these tracks, with tracks we're writing now, even it's just to feel accepted and feel loved and secure and happy, and like being human is okay. To be human is to err,
and to feel the song with us. That's the thing. Maybe is feel something positive or negative and feel it with us.
Yep.
And then my last question for you: is there anything you want to let people know of? Any kind of future gigs planned? Anything else? Or
Greg, do you want to give the gig rundown at the moment?
Yeah. So as of recording, 5th of August, our next gig is next week, Thursday, 14th of August. We're playing at Dalton's in Brighton, supporting these amazing bands, Dead Red Lips, Awake by Design, and Rogue Awakening, another female-fronted metal band who are so awesome. We really, really like their stuff, and we're really excited to play with them. In September, we're on the 4th, also Thursday, we're playing in Bournemouth with our friends band Gerda. They're awesome. And we're playing a longer set, so we're going to be playing all of our material, including some unreleased new stuff that we've
unreleased, unrecorded,
unrecorded, freshly written,
unrehearsed.
No. Well rehearsed.
Is this where you're fitting the interval to change into the animal onesies?
Yeah, that's an idea.
That is an idea. We'll think about it. We've just confirmed as well. We've just announced in October on the 24th, we are playing in Brighton again at is Water Bear.
Yeah,
is that right, Adam? Water Bear. So we're coming back to Brighton, which is going to be absolutely awesome. And we are in the process of booking more and more gigs every time. I mean, we love playing live. We all love watching bands live. And one of our reasons for becoming musicians is I want to be on a stage and I want to play and I want to thrash out, you know.
I want to be those guys.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's one of our favorite things to do. I mean, we only played our first gig back in June. We had such an amazing time.
Yeah.
We love playing live, and we are going to be booking more and more. Yeah.
So watch this space. The Instagram is the best place to find them.
Definitely follow our Instagram, SKULLMAIDEN Band. That's the platform we're focusing on most, but follow us everywhere. We're on every single platform. You'll find us. And yeah, join us 14th of August for Killer Chipmunk release show, and then 4th of September in Bournemouth for EP release show.
There we are. But no, thank you so much for obviously initially messaging, sending stuff over, and having this chat now.
Thank you so much. We've had so much fun.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, man.
Thank you for putting us on your awesome playlist as well. Everyone should go and follow your Spotify playlist.
I've added.
I am following it. It is amazing.
You were pleased to know that Killer Chipmunk is in there now as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
May I compliment your awesome beard as well?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
And we'll leave it there. Good note to end on. But no, thank you so much.
Cheers.
You got to wave.